Have you ever felt like someone was controlling you without you even realizing it? It's a scary thought, right? Today, we're going to explore the world of dark psychology, revealing some of the hidden, powerful tricks manipulators use to control others. Dark psychology is all about understanding how the human mind works and using that knowledge to influence people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's a powerful tool that can be used for both good and bad. But let's be clear, the purpose of this video is to educate you. We want to help you recognize these manipulative tactics so you can protect yourself and your loved ones. By understanding these tricks, you'll be better equipped to spot when someone is trying to manipulate you and take action to defend yourself. Before we get started, it's important to stress that this knowledge should be used responsibly. Manipulating others for personal gain is unethical and harmful. Our goal is to arm you with awareness and understanding, not to encourage misuse. Use this information to improve your life and the lives of those around you. Let's uncover these tricks together. Knowing about them means you can spot them and protect yourself. We're going to look at how these tactics work, how to recognize them, and what you can do to defend yourself. This isn't just about theory. We'll give you practical advice on how to recognize and counteract these strategies in real life. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these manipulative tricks, you can better protect yourself and your loved ones. Let's use this information to build a safer, more aware community. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. So what exactly is dark psychology? It's the study of how to influence and control people by using psychological tactics that tap into their fears, desires, and vulnerabilities. These tactics can be subtle, but their effects can be profound. Think of it as understanding how the mind works in order to steer someone's thoughts and actions in a specific direction. It's all about leveraging human psychology to gain influence. Why should you care about this? Because knowing these tricks gives you power. Power to protect yourself, power to recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you, and power to maintain control of your own life. Knowledge is your first line of defense. By understanding these techniques, you can see through the manipulations and keep your own mind clear and focused. It's about staying one step ahead and ensuring that you remain in control of your decisions and emotions. Imagine you're in a situation where someone is subtly trying to sway your opinion. Maybe they're using flattery to get you to agree with them, or they're planting seeds of doubt to make you question your choices. With a good grasp of dark psychology, you can spot these tactics instantly and respond with confidence. It's like having a secret weapon that helps you navigate social interactions with ease and assurance. Now, we're getting to the heart of this video. You might have heard about some of the techniques we'll cover, but our main focus will be on how to actually use them in real-life situations. It's not just about knowing the tricks, it's about understanding how to apply them effectively. Alright, so let's talk about gaslighting. Imagine someone making you doubt your own reality. They might say things like, "You're just imagining things," or "That never happened." Over time, this can really mess with your mind, making you question your sanity. If you often find yourself second-guessing your memories or feelings, you might be experiencing gaslighting. To protect yourself, try keeping a journal of events and always trust your gut feelings. Next, let's discuss love bombing. This is when someone showers you with affection, compliments, and gifts right at the start of a relationship to win your trust and affection. But once you're hooked, they start to pull back and use that trust to manipulate you. Look out for signs like excessive attention and declarations of love very early on. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. It's important to take your time to really get to know someone before fully investing in the relationship. Now, moving on to triangulation. This is a sneaky tactic where a manipulator brings a third person into the mix to create rivalry and control the situation. They might say things like, "I wish you were more like so-and-so," which creates insecurity and competition. If you notice this happening, recognize the tactic and refuse to play along. Set clear boundaries and communicate openly about your feelings. You all must have heard about the silent treatment. It is a classic move in the manipulation playbook. It involves someone ignoring you to punish you and make you feel anxious and desperate for their attention. This is a power play to control you. If you find yourself on the receiving end of the silent treatment, take a step back and give yourself space. Don't chase after them. Maintain your dignity and self-respect. Now from here on, the techniques become a bit more complex. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism in which individuals attribute their own undesirable traits, thoughts, or emotions onto others. It's like holding up a mirror to someone else to deflect attention away from their own shortcomings. For example, a person who is dishonest may accuse others of lying, or someone who is insecure may constantly criticize others' appearance. This tactic can be incredibly manipulative because it not only shifts blame, but also creates confusion and doubt in the minds of the recipients. When someone projects their own issues onto you, it can be tempting to become defensive or internalize their accusations. However, it's essential to recognize projection for what it is and respond calmly and rationally. Instead of reacting emotionally, take a moment to reflect on the situation objectively. Consider whether the accusations align with your own behavior and values. If not, gently point out the projection to the other person. You can say something like, "I understand that you're feeling insecure, but I haven't done anything to warrant these accusations. Let's address the real issue together." By maintaining your composure and addressing projection directly, you can disarm the manipulative tactic and maintain control of the situation. Remember, you are not responsible for someone else's insecurities or shortcomings, and it's okay to assert yourself and set boundaries. Moving forward, let's discuss negative reinforcement. IT is a manipulative tactic that involves removing positive elements from your life to control your behavior. It can take various forms, such as withholding affection or making you feel guilty for wanting something. When someone uses negative reinforcement, they aim to influence your actions by creating discomfort or dissatisfaction. It's crucial to recognize when positive elements are being withheld as a form of manipulation. Instead of allowing it to dictate your actions, stay true to your needs and values. Don't let guilt or the fear of losing something prevent you from asserting yourself and advocating for what you deserve. By acknowledging negative reinforcement and refusing to be swayed by it, you reclaim your autonomy and empower yourself to make decisions that align with your well-being. Remember that you deserve. You all must have experienced blame shifting at some point in your life. Blame shifting is a manipulative tactic where the manipulator shifts responsibility for their actions onto you. They might say things like, "I wouldn't have done this if you hadn't." This tactic aims to make you feel guilty and deflect attention away from their behavior. When confronted with blame shifting, it's essential to stay firm and not accept responsibility for things that aren't your fault. Remind yourself that you are not responsible for someone else's actions or choices. By refusing to accept unwarranted blame, you maintain your integrity and prevent yourself from being manipulated. Now let's learn about devaluation. Devaluation is a manipulative tactic where someone consistently undermines your worth to maintain control over you. They may criticize or belittle you, leaving you feeling worthless and dependent on their approval. This tactic aims to erode your self-esteem and keep you under their influence. It's crucial to recognize this behavior for what it is and remind yourself of your inherent worth. Nobody has the right to make you feel inferior or unworthy. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift and validate you, rather than those who seek to tear you down. By surrounding yourself with positive influences and reaffirming your self-worth, you can counteract the effects of devaluation and reclaim your sense of dignity and autonomy. Remember that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and don't let anyone diminish your value. Playing the victim. Playing the victim is a manipulative tactic in which the manipulator portrays themselves as the victim to garner sympathy and avoid accountability. They may exaggerate their own problems or minimize your concerns to shift the focus onto themselves. This tactic can make it challenging for you to hold them responsible for their actions. It's essential to remain vigilant and recognize when someone is playing the victim to manipulate you. While it's natural to feel compassion for others, it's important not to let their victimhood excuse or justify their behavior. Hold your ground and maintain your boundaries, even if they attempt to guilt trip you or evoke pity. By staying firm and refusing to be manipulated by their victim act, you assert your autonomy and protect yourself from emotional exploitation. Remember that you are not responsible for fixing someone else's problems, especially if they are using them as a tool for a manipulation. Trust your instincts and prioritize your own well-being above accommodating manipulative behavior. Isolation. Isolation is a manipulative tactic where the manipulator seeks to cut you off from your support networks, such as friends, family, and other sources of support. By isolating you, they aim to increase your dependency on them and limit your access to outside perspectives. Manipulators may use phrases like, "they don't understand us," or "we don't need anyone else," to justify isolating you from those who care about you. This tactic can leave you feeling alone, vulnerable, and reliant solely on the manipulator for companionship and validation. It's crucial to recognize when someone is attempting to isolate you and take proactive steps to maintain your connections with others. Nurture your relationships with friends, family, and supportive individuals who have your best interests at heart. By staying connected with others, you can counteract the effects of isolation and maintain a sense of belonging and independence. If you're interested in seeing how all these techniques are applied in real-life situations, I've put together a document with a case study. You can find the link in the description below. Just click on it to access the document. Moving on to the crucial part, strengthening your defense against manipulation. It's important to know yourself really well. Understand what makes you tick and what makes you vulnerable so you can protect yourself. Take time to think about your thoughts and feelings and how they influence your actions. Having boundaries is like having a protective shield around you. It's important to know where your limits are and to communicate them clearly to others. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and say no when something doesn't feel right. Sometimes it means stepping away from relationships that aren't good for you. In case you think that you are being manipulated, then don't go through life's challenges alone. Surround yourself with people who care about you, friends, family, and even professionals who can offer guidance and advice. It's okay to lean on others for support when you need it. You're not weak for asking for help. You're just being human. I understand the video has become lengthy, so let's wrap it up here. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to answer them all. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who might benefit from it. Leave a comment with your thoughts and experiences, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on self-awareness and personal growth.